In this English language training program, there are a variety of topics and areas to cover when it comes to English language training. But here are some of the most important ones. Pronunciation. Learning the correct pronunciation of English sounds, stress patterns, and intonation is essential to communicating effectively. Proper pronunciation of words is important for clear communication and to ensure that the message is understood accurately. A good English language training program should cover the following topics under pronunciation. Phonetics. An introduction to the International Phonetic Alphabet, IPA, is necessary to understand how each sound in the English language is pronounced. Vowel and consonant sounds. Learning the correct pronunciation of vowels and consonants in English is critical to speaking clearly and being understood. Stress patterns. The English language has stress patterns on certain syllables of a word, and learning these patterns helps speakers communicate more clearly and naturally. Intonation. Intonation is the rise and fall of the voice when speaking, and is an important aspect of English pronunciation that conveys emotion and meaning. Vocabulary. Building a strong vocabulary is key to understanding and expressing ideas in English. This includes learning common words, phrases, and idioms, as well as synonyms and antonyms. A good English language training program should cover the following topics under vocabulary. Vocabulary building techniques. Learning techniques like word families, word roots, and context clues can help learners acquire new words easily and efficiently. Common words and phrases. Learning the most commonly used words and phrases in English helps learners understand and communicate better in everyday conversations. Idioms and expressions. Learning idioms and expressions used in English can be challenging but important, as they convey meanings that cannot be understood from the literal interpretation of the words used. Synonyms and antonyms. Learning synonyms and antonyms helps learners expand their vocabulary and avoid repetition. Grammar. Understanding English grammar rules is crucial to forming correct sentences and avoiding common errors. A good English language training program should cover the following topics under grammar. Parts of speech. Understanding the different parts of speech such as nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, and conjunctions, is the foundation of English grammar. Tenses. Understanding the different tenses in English, such as the present, past, and future, is important for communicating effectively and accurately. Sentence structure. Understanding sentence structure and how to form proper sentences is necessary to convey clear and concise ideas. Common grammar errors. Learning to identify and correct common grammar errors such as subject-verb agreement, pronoun usage, and verb tense consistency, is important to improve communication skills. Conversation skills. Practicing speaking English in real-life situations is important to build confidence and fluency. This includes learning how to initiate and respond to conversations, asking and answering questions, and expressing opinions. A good English language training program should cover the following topics under conversation skills. Basic conversation skills. Learning how to introduce oneself, ask for and give personal information, and initiate and respond to conversations in different settings. Advanced conversation skills. Learning how to express opinions, give advice, negotiate, and discuss complex topics in English. Listening and responding. Learning how to listen actively and respond appropriately in conversations, including asking questions for clarification and showing empathy. Listening skills. Understanding spoken English is just as important as speaking it. Developing good listening skills involves paying attention to intonation, vocabulary, and context. A good English language training program should cover the following topics under listening skills. Identifying key information. Learning to identify key information in conversations, such as main ideas, supporting details, and tone. Note-taking. Learning to take notes while listening to lectures, presentations, or conversations is important to retain information and reinforce learning. Contextual understanding. Learning to understand the meaning of words and phrases based on their context in a conversation is important to comprehend and respond accurately. Reading comprehension. Reading English texts, such as articles, books, and news stories, can help improve vocabulary and comprehension skills. A good English language training program should cover the following topics under reading comprehension. Skimming and scanning. Learning to skim and scan texts to quickly identify key information and main ideas is important to improve reading speed and comprehension. Vocabulary in context. Learning to understand the meaning of words and phrases based on their context in a text is important to comprehend and respond accurately. Critical reading. Learning to analyze and evaluate the information presented in texts, such as identifying biases, assumptions, and arguments, is important to develop critical thinking skills. Writing skills. Learning how to write effectively in English is important for both academic and professional contexts. This includes understanding sentence structure, paragraph organization, and different writing styles. A good English language training program should cover the following topics under writing skills. Sentence structure. Learning how to write proper sentences, including subject-verb agreement, pronoun usage, and parallel structure. Paragraph organization. Learning how to organize paragraphs coherently and effectively, including using topic sentences and supporting details. Different writing styles. Learning to write in different styles, such as persuasive, descriptive, and narrative, is important to communicate effectively in different contexts. Cultural awareness. Understanding cultural nuances and differences can help improve communication skills and avoid misunderstandings in English-speaking environments. A good English language training program should cover the following topics under cultural awareness. Social norms and customs. Learning about social norms and customs in English-speaking cultures, such as greetings, body language, and personal space, is important to communicate effectively and avoid misunderstandings. Cultural differences. Learning about cultural differences, such as attitudes towards time, authority, and communication, is important to understand and respect different cultural perspectives. Global English. Learning to understand and adapt to different variations of English spoken around the world is important for effective communication in a globalized world. In conclusion, a comprehensive English language training program should cover all of these areas to ensure a well-rounded and effective learning experience. By covering these topics, learners can improve their pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, conversation skills, listening skills, reading comprehension, writing skills, and cultural awareness, and become more confident and effective communicators in English-speaking environments. For training and learning to speak English effectively, contact the trainer Awesome Gill on WhatsApp at +92 301 7000 429.